We all have to work at some point, whether it's a part-time job, a career, or just to pay the bills. But have you ever stopped to think about how dangerous some jobs really are? Today, we're counting down the 10 most dangerous jobs in the world. Jobs where every day could be your last. Stick around because number 1 will shock you. Kicking off our list at number 10, the rooftop window cleaner. You know those shiny glass skyscrapers that make cities look all futuristic and clean? Yeah, someone's actually dangling off the side of those buildings with a squeegee in hand, risking their life so you don't see bird poop on the 40th floor. These cleaners work hundreds of feet in the air, usually with just a harness, a rope, and nerves of steel. One strong gust of wind or one slippery step, and it's game over. No safety net, no second chance. It might sound simple, just wash windows, but try doing it while hanging off the edge of a 90-story building. Suddenly, your office desk doesn't seem so bad, huh? It's brave, it's risky, and honestly, these people deserve way more credit than they get. Because when your job includes a view that could literally kill you, that's what we call next-level danger. At number 9, we've got the underwater welder. Basically, an electrician, a plumber, and a deep-sea diver all rolled into one, with a dash of superhero. These folks literally weld metal underwater, fixing pipelines, ships, oil rigs, while wearing a giant metal suit and breathing through a tube. Sounds cool, right? Until you realize they're working in freezing dark water, surrounded by high voltage equipment. Oh, and one tiny mistake, boom. Electrocution, explosion, or getting stuck in a tight space 100 feet below the surface. Underwater welding is one of the highest paid, dangerous jobs. But it's not just about the paycheck. These welders have to deal with things like decompression sickness, drowning risks, and even sharks. Yep. Imagine welding a pipe while a curious shark swims by like, hey, what's that glowing thing? It's extreme, it's intense, and it's definitely not for the faint of heart. But hey, someone's got to keep the underwater world from falling apart. At number 8, the stunt performer. You know all those jaw-dropping action scenes in movies? Car crashes, explosions, jumping off buildings? Yeah, that's not the actor. That's someone who actually does it. For real. Stunt performers are the behind-the-scenes heroes who get thrown off rooftops, set on fire, and hit by cars. Also, the rest of us can go, wow, that was awesome, while sitting safely on our couch with popcorn. And while it may look like controlled chaos, even with safety gear, things go wrong. One mistimed fall, one prop malfunction, and boom, you're in the hospital, or worse. And the wild part? Most people don't even know their names. It's a mix of acting, athleticism, and absolute bravery, plus maybe a tiny bit of craziness. Coming in hot at number 7, the oil rig worker. Imagine living on a floating metal island in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by giant machinery, high-pressure pipes, and enough flammable liquid to light up a small city. That's not a sci-fi movie. That's Monday morning on an oil rig. These workers spend weeks at sea, often in brutal weather. Think 100 kilometers winds, freezing rain, and waves the size of buildings. And while you're complaining about printer jams at the office, these guys are dodging heavy equipment, slippery decks, and the ever-present risk of explosions. The pay's great, but so is the danger. One wrong move or technical failure, and it's not just a work accident, it's a full-blown disaster. Fires, gas leaks, collapsing structures, the stakes are sky high. So yeah, oil rig workers might not wear capes, but they live and work on the edge every single day. Next time you fill up your car, just remember, someone probably risked their life to get that fuel out of the ground. At number 6, the logging worker. These are the folks who take down massive trees, turning forests into the wood that builds our homes, furniture, and, if you're fancy, that rustic dining table you post on Instagram. Sounds peaceful, right? Birds chirping, fresh air, maybe a picnic? Yeah. Except each tree can weigh several tons, chainsaws are spinning at deadly speeds, and the ground beneath you is often uneven, muddy, and full of hidden hazards. One wrong cut and that gentle giant you're chopping can fall in the wrong direction, and trust me, you do not want to be standing there when it does. Add in rolling logs, dangerous equipment, and remote locations far from help, and you've got one of the deadliest jobs on the planet. It's tough, it's loud, and it's not for the faint-hearted. But without loggers, a lot of the things we take for granted, from paper to houses, simply wouldn't exist. Just remember, they risk it all so you can risk a paper cut. Number 5. The bomb disposal technician. Also known as the person whose job title basically screams, "I work well under pressure." These are the highly trained professionals who approach explosive devices when everyone else is running in the opposite direction. Whether it's a suspicious package in a city street or an actual bomb in a war zone, their mission is simple: make it safe without making it go boom. They suit up in heavy, awkward protective gear, which looks cool until you realize it's basically a portable oven in hot weather, and then get to work with steady hands, precision tools, and nerves of steel. The risk? Pretty obvious. One wrong move, one unexpected wire, and it's not a bad day at the office, it's your last day. And unlike the movies, there's no dramatic countdown clock or witty one-liners, just quiet, methodical work where the stakes couldn't be higher. Number 4. The search and rescue pilot. If you think flying a helicopter is hard, try doing it in the middle of a snowstorm, over rough seas, or next to a burning mountain, while trying to save someone's life. These pilots operate in some of the most extreme conditions on Earth. Hurricane winds, blinding fog, pitch-black nights, often with just moments to locate and rescue people in danger. And while they've got incredible training and high-tech equipment, nature doesn't care how skilled you are. The dangers? Crashing into cliffs, sudden engine failure, unpredictable weather, or flying so low to the ground or water that a tiny mistake can be fatal. And they don't just fly, they hover in place while rescuers are lowered into impossible spots. It's a job that mixes precision flying, lightning-fast decision-making, and a whole lot of bravery. Because when most people are running away from danger, search and rescue pilots are flying straight into it. Number 3. The firefighter. When most people see flames, they run away. Firefighters? They run straight into it. These men and women battle raging fires, collapsing buildings, toxic smoke, and explosions, all to save lives and protect property. And it's not just fires. They respond to car accidents, chemical spills, floods, and even rescue cats from trees, although that last one is a lot less common than cartoons make it seem. Inside a burning building, temperatures can soar to over 500 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt some metals, and they're in there, searching room by room, carrying heavy gear and breathing through an oxygen tank that might run out at the worst possible moment. Every shift could bring life or death situations. But despite the danger, firefighters keep showing up. Why? Because for them, saving someone's life is worth the risk. And honestly, that makes them real-life superheroes. Minus the capes, because, well, fire and capes don't mix. Number 2. The deep-sea fisherman. Sounds peaceful, right? A bit of fresh air, some sunshine, maybe a seagull or two? Yeah, not exactly. These crews head out for days or even weeks into some of the roughest waters on the planet, often chasing massive catches like Alaskan king crab. The dangers? Freezing temperatures, slippery decks, crushing waves the size of houses, and heavy equipment swinging around in storm force winds. If you get tangled in the gear, fall overboard, or get hit by a rogue wave, the ocean is not forgiving. Hypothermia can set in within minutes, and in bad weather, rescue might be hours or days away. It's exhausting, dangerous, and unpredictable. But for those who do it, the pay is high, the camaraderie is strong, and the stories? Let's just say no office meeting will ever beat surviving a 30-foot wave in the middle of the night. And at number 1, the miner. Miners work deep below the Earth's surface, in tunnels that can stretch for miles. The dangers are everywhere: collapsing walls, deadly gas leaks, flooding, explosions, and the constant threat of being trapped in total darkness. And when disaster strikes underground, rescue can take days or even weeks. The air is thick with dust, the heat can be unbearable, and there's no quick exit if something goes wrong. Whether they're digging for coal, gold, or other resources, miners face hazards every single shift that most of us can't even imagine. It's grueling, it's risky, and it's the kind of job where you hope you never make the evening news. But without miners, a lot of the modern world, from electricity to smartphones, simply wouldn't exist. They take the risks, and we live with the rewards. And that's our list of the 10 most dangerous jobs in the world. If you had fun hanging out with me and didn't fall off a skyscraper in the process, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more wild lists just like this.